Hey, I think I'm finally live. Yes, let's go live everywhere. Hello, hello, hi, Gigpreneur. What's going on? Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Man, it is late. It is late. I got a late start to everything today, and it wasn't a good idea. Well, it wasn't a good idea in the beginning, but it wasn't really something that was my choice. But we got a late start, so here we are. Either way, we are here. Hashtag show up no matter what. What's going on? TikTokers, Facebookers, YouTubers, Instagrammers, everybody. We are live on all channels. I want to share with you a thought. Man, this whole assassination attempt on President Trump. It's no bueno. Ambi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Robin. You guys had that like and love, and if you're not following me, I'm pretty cool. I would follow me. Follow me. I do all kinds of content. But yeah, so this whole like assassination attempt on President Trump and what's going on in the world and all this stuff, it will test you. I'm not here to take any sides. I'm not here to share with you vote for this, vote for that, do this, do that. That is not the purpose of this live. I'm simply going to talk about actually, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. And I will follow back as soon as I get off the live. But so I'm not here to tell you, which way to go. But one of the things that I talk about often is MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles. Your morals, your values, your principles. These got to be your foundational like poles, right? Um, and I talk about how particular you have to be in choosing your MVPs, and then how strict you got to be in holding on to them and not shaking them, bending them, right? And the whole idea is you got to be in the beginning, you have to be really particular in picking these up. Like you say, oh, I like that. I'm going to use that. I'm going to plug that into my MVP list. I'm going to I'm going to be very truthful with everybody no matter what, right? I am going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'll give you a couple examples in a second. So your MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles are your foundation, right? Now, when it comes to praying, um, obviously, maybe one of the things in your MVPs is that, hey, you know what? I pray for my loved ones. Well, that's great. I think that's awesome, right? How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. You guys go so fast, so I don't catch the names. I apologize, but hey, welcome, welcome. Hit that like, love button. Follow if you're not following. I'm pretty cool. Um, so, so your MVPs in your prayers will be tested, and this is how. You're gonna pray for all the loved ones. You're gonna pray for all the ones that have done you well and are in your life and are a blessing in your life, and you love them and they love you back, and you're so grateful for them. You're gonna pray for them, yes. But are you still gonna pray for the ones you hate? Are you going to pray for the ones that did you wrong and are still doing you wrong? Are you going to pray for that one person that you don't like at all? You cannot stand at all. In fact, you've been hurt by them. See, that's when your MVPs are going to be tested. You can't say, all right, well, I'm going to pray, but I'm only going to pray for the good ones. See, that's not your, that's, no, that doesn't fit in. Either you pray or you don't pray, right? Now, why do I say that? Here's the thing. If you are, and again, I am not doing a political thing. I am not taking sides. I'm not even sharing with you who I like, who I don't like, right? But I want to give you a really solid example of what's going on in the U.S. Yesterday, they tried to assassinate President Trump, right? Now, if you're a Trump fan, you're going to be all praying for him that he's going to be well, that he's going to, survive, and he's going to be safe, and he's going to go through the election, and people are going to love him, and nothing else is going to happen to him, right? Yeah. But are you still going to pray for Biden supporters? Are you going to pray for Biden himself that he stays safe? That he doesn't get hurt this way? Are you still going to pray for the candidate you don't like at all? Maybe the candidate you hate even. Are you still going to pray for that person? Papa Bear. Love it. Right? So your MVPs are going to be tested in even praying. Because when you don't like somebody, when somebody has done you wrong, or you got this strong feeling against someone, right? And you just have this blockage, right? You just have this hate, resentment towards these people or this one person. Is that going to be a factor in you praying? See, your MVPs, your moral values principles, is one of them. If one of them is, hey, I'm going to pray for people, I'm gonna wish well on them, right? Then that has to be across the board. You can't just like pick and choose. Oh, I'm gonna wish well on this one, but I want this one to just be run over by 18-wheeler. Like, that's not cool, right? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, does it? When you are gonna pray, you pray for everybody. Like, doesn't matter whose side you're on, doesn't matter which candidate you're voting for, it doesn't matter. Pray for both of their safeties, pray for both of their families, pray for both of their supporters not to get hurt. This is where your, like, basically all your morals and values and principles are going to be tested. Your MVPs are really going to be under a whole lot of pressure and a whole lot of test, right? So I encourage you to stay firm with your morals, values, and principles, and make sure that you don't put sides between praying. That sounds dumb. Imagine if Jesus only loved the good people. I mean, I know I wouldn't be in that category, right? So be sure that you kind of take your emotions and your hate out of it and just pray for either person, even if they hurt you, left you. And I'll end with this. I speak from experience. It's not like I'm just throwing it out there, right? I speak from experience because I have gone through stuff like that. I've gone through a very bad breakup where, I didn't pray for the person, right? I was having a really difficult time. But then it's amazing how time works, right? I always say time doesn't heal, it just gives a, a distance, increases the distance between when it happened and now, right? So, so it's amazing, and the prayers and all this stuff, and good Lord were working in me. Um, you know, you get to a point where you're like, okay, I can pray for that person too, right? I can set my feelings, my emotions aside and pray genuinely for that person, right? So I encourage you to partake in that, and don't be selective, I guess, in your prayers. I I pray that you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you're not following me, why not? Follow me. Let's go. Let's do this thing already. And if you're somebody who wants to get a side gig going, yeah, I mean, folks, things are getting bad. Times are bad. Jobs, things, you got to have something on the side that you are building and that you may be able to count on, right? I mean, if you're not doing anything on the side and if you're looking for a side gig, I help people do that using social media and your phone. It's pretty like today's work, you know what I mean? So if you like, you can go to sidegeeksean.com. Let me know what's up, and then we'll hop on a phone and we'll share some information and see where that goes. So with that, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple of people. And I am Sean Azimi with sidegeeksean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.